sometimes it is just too much.
So embarrassed.
Am I just talking too much?
I don't remember any of that.
There's a lot I don't remember, too. Too much information.
We say that after every one of these,
I
and for some
know.
reason, we're employed all the time.
Too much, it's ruined.
I can't believe we have a show.
We might not tomorrow.
Staci and Hutch say too much.
Don't worry, Alex is late as always.
Nah.
We can hear him, but we can't see him.
He's only 3 minutes.
That's okay, I'm coming in.
Hey, 3 minutes late is still late. I know,
That's
not
true.
on your timetable. If you're not early, you're late.
That's true. And you know who came up with that?
Ooh.
The lead guitarist of the band from the 80s, the Scorpions, Rudolf Schenker. He always said, if the band's late, I'm not going on.
Hey, who was
Refused
the
to do
one-armed drummer? Was he in the Scorpions?
No, that was from Def Leppard.
Oh,
He had like an
I
accident.
believe that was the School of Rock movie with Jack Black.
that
you're
was
thinking
not.
of?
Nope, it was Def Leppard. She is right.
He was a one-armed drummer?
Yeah,
he
he
was
had
really good too.
He had a terrible car accident and he lost one arm and they thought, that's it, it's over. And he's like, nah. So he just got better at playing the drums.
What would be the hardest instrument to play with one arm?
Guitar.
Guitar, flute.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Probably most.
Most.
I would
guitar.
say almost all.
Oh, okay,
I'd say
except
almost
drums
all.
apparently.
Except for drums.
Drums might be the only one.
Rick
'Cause you use
Allen.
your feet. Yeah.
Rick Allen was his name. Yeah.
The band had to come together and be like, listen, we're not going to sound as good. That's obvious. But this
No.
is one of our guys.
He was good, like considered one of the top drummers in rock.
Even as a one-armed. Not, are they saying
100%.
he was?
Or still is. I'd say he still is.
Does he still play with Def? Do they
Yeah.
tour?
Well, yeah, I think so. I think they're touring this summer.
By the way, we can't play any Def Leppard on our podcast. We don't own the rights to it on the podcast or the internet. So here's Alex singing Def Leppard. Go.
I don't want to do that because I'm going to undermine the band that I'm creating with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which I've been working
Stop.
with.
No, stop.
Sugar on me.
That's actually the one voice we're missing is a falsetto. It's the one thing that's not getting us to the level of harmonization that I want. And part of it is also the chemo that kind of makes it tough for the vocal cords to.
Would you stop?
It's tough. Well,
you are so offensive all the time.
It's not offensive.
When it's not true.
I'm saying it's difficult. I'm saying it's difficult
You're
for these
lying
kids to
about-
be able to push out the actual talent that they have. That's what I'm saying.
It's not true.
I love watching you two fight.
Any kid that has chemo can do whatever every kid does in normal.
I know. I get that sentiment, but what I'm saying is that when they're so weak, it's very difficult. For example, they can do 2 songs, no problem, but try and get them to do a 15-minute set. They're exhausted. I can't get them to perform half of one.
You're such a liar.
Okay.
This is why we can never trust. When's your first performance?
We haven't been able to book anything because I can't get them to perform for more than like 5 minutes. 2 songs is our limit. Where you're getting this idea that like I'm putting these kids down. I'm not. I'm trying to build them up. I'm trying to get them to a point where they can live out their dreams.
I tried to keep going with this and I just can't anymore.
I know. Will you let him in?
He's exhausted me the past 2 days where I just give up.
I know. Let
his
him
plan
in
is
so we
working.
can do this.
Oh, he's not ready yet.
Oh,
Are you in? Come on.
I thought I was.
I'm gonna have to
No,
smack
he
you.
is. I'm gonna move him there. He
Oh.
deserves to be on the bottom.
You're on the bottom. You're on the bottom of the pyramid this week.
Did you ever, as a kid, think you had a good idea, like to start a band, and you're like, "Oh, we're gonna make it big"? Or were you ever in a band? Or you
Yo,
were?
a garage
Oh, I
band.
wasn't. I tried.
Oh no!
Oh,
no,
we gotta
nobody
hear
would
this
be in your
story.
band.
Oh,
Nobody wanted to be in Alex's
Oh
band.
my God! First off, what did you name it?
no, I tried to join someone else's band.
And what instrument did you play an instrument? Or you
Instrument, please.
lead
baby.
Oh!
Lead singer.
What was the name of the band? I gotta know
have
the story.
no memory of what the band's name was.
Okay.
It was I was trying to figure out. This was back when I had just started like doing like some stand up.
Oh boy,
in
you are
my
really
early-
putting yourself out
Wow,
there.
you were just.
You're brave.
Did you open for the band and then
No,
do some stand up? And then
no. It was I want to say it was Craigslist. I was looking for a band to try out with. I think I found one on Craigslist. It had to be like 21, 22 tops.
Okay.
And there was such a long memory, but I remember just responding to an ad. These guys were looking for a lead singer. My mother had just started playing with my stepfather in their band. And I was like, we had done a few, like I was goofing around on the mic. I was like, you know what? This would be kind of fun to just try out. No training, no nothing, no talent. But I responded and I met this group of 3 lads in over by the Berkeley College of Music in Boston and had a tryout. You went into these Berkeley studios in this basement below, these shops and stuff. And we went in. I had a few songs picked out, one of which was the Black Keys. I'm not going to remember it exactly which one, but it was a Black Keys song. I was so god fucking awful
No.
that they all knew or whatever. But I had fun. I like jammed with them for a little bit.
Hold on.
And then we went and got beers after.
I have a
It was
question.
great.
Did they think that like you could sing, or did you give the impression that like why did they waste their time auditioning you?
Because they were as dumb as I was.
Okay,
But
all right.
no, I told them, I was like, I kind of practice with my family a little bit. I goof around. I'm just kind of interested in seeing. So I don't want to waste you guys' time. But if you got some time to just goof around, I would love to. And I came down.
God, I
god
want to
awful.
know what the other songs were that you auditioned with.
Yeah, I don't remember.
What was the type of music they played?
It was kind of along
Rock, ska, like kind
Yeah,
of.
like modern-ish rock. There's some kind of old school stuff. I don't really. I'll be honest with you. I don't totally remember. I
Oh,
only
that's
remember
hilarious.
really pushing them to do that one Black Keys song because that was the one thing I'd prepared for.
I tried to join a band, but no one did the genre of show choir music.
Oh, that's too bad because I would have been.
There was no
in on
touring
that.
Broadway local bands in the area, so couldn't do it. You never tried to do a band? There probably wasn't a band in Devil's Lake,
Well, there were plenty of bands, sure.
but like high school kid bands that started themselves. Really?
yeah, we had all kinds of stuff like
Hmm.
that. But I just I was in the choir, but
Yeah.
that was good enough for me. But my friends and I would sing in the basement.
Stacy and I should do.
Take it on the road.
Yeah, we
Show
sing on the air
choir,
all the time.
Choir.
Hmm.
Think about the performance
I
for the kids. You could open up for my kids.
she'd make a great backup singer.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I think that would be great. You front
Separate
stage.
dressing rooms. What would break us apart? What would be our band fight?
Oh,
God.
my jealousy of not being in the spotlight, probably.
No, I don't think you'd care.
Oh,
You know, you'd
She
be like,
just said she'd care.
no, I don't think she would.
maybe
Though.
because you wouldn't let me wear sparkles.
I'm going to say cocaine.
How
You got it on my.
drastic.
You got it on my shoes.
Yeah.
and I got mad.
That would make the Stacy
We
Matthews
weren't using. I
radio-
was just wasting it.
Yeah, that's it. Using it as powder
Yeah,
for
just-
your shoes.
I'd wait till you guys went on stage and then I ooh, 5 lines. for
Kids
old
don't do
Alex.
drugs and don't join bands.
True.
No,
Bands lead to that.
yeah. So what did you? Hold on. What did you do as a kid in Devil's Lake when you didn't join a band or like
you were
didn't-
in choir and then you were in theater.
but like weekends, like while the kids were practicing in their garage, you know,
What did we do?
what did
Fighting
you
against
do?
the system and parents, you know?
Yeah.
Not allowed to play in her lawn. She wasn't. Her dad wouldn't let her play in the lawn.
Yeah, because we were
She
going to
didn't have a
ruin it.
sprink. She couldn't run through the sprinklers as a kid.
I feel like, so was this just super small town?
Oh yeah.
There's like 4,000 or 5,000 people.
How many people in that town would get pregnant very early?
Oh,
in
we
their
had a
life?
few.
Yeah.
Right,
I
yeah.
think mostly
Well, small towns, a lot of. I mean, what? No offense. What else you gonna do?
that's what I realized. I was like, that's what they were doing on weekends. They were fornicating like rabbits.
Well, and especially like,
wasn't.
well,
You weren't.
No, well,
Good.
especially though, like, especially small towns where their main business is agriculture and farming, and like you get pregnant early and you get married early and
because
you
need
carry it on the.
employees. You need people on that farm.
I guess because you'd see kids on farms working at 11, 12. They'd be driving cars by 12 years old.
Oh, yeah, because
Or
they
tractors.
had to on the farm. Yeah, you,
You,
had to
you
help
need to
out.
pump them out because every couple
Oh.
of winters you lose one or two.
God.
Well, this isn't the Oregon Trail.
No, it's not Angela's ashes.
Yeah, what do you think? She wasn't born in the 1600s.
There's only so much food to go around. I don't know what you're on about. You get
They
surprised when I
literally
say
had an
things like that.
A&W down the street with a drive-through.
Yeah, and how much was A&W? You know, it was tough times back then.
Yeah, my brother hit the one tree in the parking lot with his car. Sad.
Did
Was
play with
he
Our one tree.
in the town?
Was that also
In
the
the town.
cocaine?
The one tree in the town.
One tree in the parking lot of the A&W. He hit it with my dad's car.
Was there repercussions? Were the cops called?
There was a lot of yelling.
Did you
Okay.
did you or your siblings ever get grounded? I feel like you are the way you are today because you never had discipline.
Well, I never did anything bad.
You could see it, right?
I watched.
You could totally see it.
What? I didn't really do anything. I was. a
You've
good
never been
kid.
told bad, Stacy, bad, and hit on the nose.
I did follow the train tracks to the carnival with my neighbor friend, and I was like, we're gonna get in trouble.
And that's where she met her first husband.
And then right
On the tracks?
and that's when I was like, well, I'm too far gone now. I might as well just go. And then when I got back, I think of my mom. Those are the days when we got spanked, and my mom kind of swatted me a couple times, and I was like, well, that wasn't a big deal.
Well, now it's your turn. Spank her. Pay her back.
So I
I've seen
think
movies like that.
that's the only time I ever remember like getting in trouble.
God,
But
I
other
would
than
get in
that-
trouble for the stupidest things. Like, I was such a good kid. It was like I didn't put my laundry away within the first 10 minutes. I had to have a timer when I was eating. You know, by the
A
way,
timer?
this wasn't my mom. This was the
Other one.
evil stepmother.
Wait, why? What was the
Oh,
timer
could you
about?
imagine?
You had to
I didn't
finish
finish
dinner.
I didn't like fish sticks.
hmm
And so I had 30 minutes to finish my fish sticks.
That's weird.
I hate seafood. So
No.
I hate seafood to this day, maybe. I told you this
That's
story this
probably
weekend.
I know. I was
Why?
alarmed. I was alarmed at this story when I
I don't
heard
like
it.
quiche. And so in the breakfast, if they made quiche, I had to eat the whole quiche within 30 minutes. If I didn't,
Okay, they gave you an eating disorder right there. That's weird.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
you told me this story over the weekend. I was like, that's a concerning story.
It's like,
Yeah, I
I
don't
know
like
you
that.
still like the
Being
crap food that you made.
Honestly, more so, I'm more concerned about that story than if you said like my mom would hit me every now and again. I'd be way more concerned about that eating thing.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
Yeah. No, it wasn't my mom. Again, it was the evil stepmother.
It was either stepmother.
Which,
Yeah.
by the way, got arrested like 10 years ago for spitting on a neighbor.
Your mom?
No,
No, the
the
other
evil
one.
stepmother. They've split up, been 25 years
Oh,
or
good.
whatever, 20 years
Yeah.
since they've split up. But yeah, we found out.
Did what?
Like spit on her neighbor, so she like got arrested or
She's
something.
nuts.
And oh,
Assault.
she was insane.
That's
Oh, the neighbor
assault.
didn't want it.
No,
Okay.
They were did not enjoying getting
No, I
spit
thought it was
upon.
like
No.
games in that.
no, she wouldn't have been
community.
arrested if the neighbor had enjoyed it. Yeah,
Okay.
a whole different-
Wow,
but yeah,
that's good.
so-
Did you have crazy neighbors growing up? Speaking of neighbors,
No, I think she was the crazy neighbor.
oh,
Yeah.
my
No.
neighbors growing up, they would go out Saturday mornings very early. I remember she was in her house coat and her curlers in her hair, and she would scrub the oil stains or whatever was on the driveway, and they would vacuum the driveway.
This was a fun memory down our childhood.
How are you moving past that? They vacuumed their driveway?
She vacuumed the driveway.
I saw
remember that.
someone, it looked like they were vacuuming their lawn
Wow.
recently in our neighborhood.
I vacuumed my patio once, and I felt really weird about it. But that was because
No,
people were
that's-
coming over.
Why didn't you use a blower?
I don't have a blower.
You do, but it's, yeah. Oh,
No, she doesn't.
I don't have one.
Was that a joke?
yeah.
That was dumb.
Didn't work.
Yeah, you don't get it.
It's okay.
It's not a joke if no one gets it.
That was terribly inappropriate.
It's all right. High five.
Either way, okay. This was a great. We've never gone this deep into our childhoods.
And
I
we're
think this
going.
was- well, he didn't have anything to say about he joined a crappy band, but you and I really need some therapy as far as our childhood's concerned. Apparently, I have eating disorder with fish sticks.
I think we've learned a lot about the two of you and how you were raised.
Do you like fish sticks?
No.
Well, my mom
I like
didn't,
actual fish.
my mom didn't do the vacuuming. It was my neighbor,
Oh,
not my
yeah.
my
And then,
family.
but then you did.
Well, I did my patio because I wanted the yuck to be off the.
Still weird
But you said it wasn't weird.
because I didn't. Well, then I realized I have a blower. We should just use a blower.
Yeah, but I don't have one. So what else? Am
How?
I gonna do?
Why was this your Lakeville house?
No, my house now.
Oh, let's get you a blower.
No, because where am I going to put it?
It's true.
So to recap, everyone,
hates
Staci
fish sticks.
eats candy and cake for dinner because I think she actually was. She's up here. She actually was
That's
disciplined
me.
too much
That's
by
me.
her children.
You're pointing to me.
Your children. Okay, you guys are distracting me.
That's Stacy,
And Hutch
right?
has a deceiving order
And
from
that's
his two
Alex.
lesbian mothers.
All right, there you go. Hey, we'll see you guys. No, I won't. You guys are doing. Oh God, you guys are doing a podcast. Are you gonna have
Yeah.
any like special guest of like Brooks or TJ or Matt
Oh,
or something?
maybe.
We will figure that out tomorrow.
We'll
Wow.
probably go. We have 5 minutes to do this. What do you want to talk about? I don't know. We're done.
Do you have a computer in that guest room that I can use? for
Yes.
prep? Perfect.
I'll
Maybe
put.
we'll do it early.
I specifically called Hotel Hutch and I said, I need Ethernet and I need a computer in
Yes,
my room
I will do that.
and a guest bed.
It's
as
the
well.
company's computer, so don't.
Maybe we'll do a night one the night before.
You guys have fun with that.
We will.
I'm out of here.
You're thinking.
We'll
You're
see you back
thinking.
on the podcast. I'll see you back on Monday. These two have a new one for you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.